I feel good too. I think I'm more nervous than you are.
First interview. Fire.
I don't know if you want to just check it every couple of minutes or so.
If anything, do I need to tap the screen or something like that?
Nah, I would just check. It just doesn't stop. You want to start off?
Yeah. What episode is this?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Fucking 18, man. Good old 18. Alright, boy, you ready? We're all ready?
Let's get it.
3, 2, 1. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Word on the Street podcast.
What's good?
We're here with a very special episode for episode 18.
We got a very special guest on.
Very special guest.
We got Jay from 10 Toes, a young entrepreneur, young business owner. How you doing, man?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, brother?
Nice to meet you. Should we looking narrated?
It'll be mostly like conversation.
I already bet.
However you feel comfortable.
Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable
I already
with.
bet.
We noticed that it's a little more comfortable to look at each other, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, let's do that, bro.
I guess the conversation flows a little better.
Oh, yeah.
But how are you doing, man? It's Tuesday. We usually do the pod on Tuesdays.
Alright.
So
We're on track.
We're on track today. It's Tuesday.
Hell yeah, I'm happy we could lock in when you texted me, bro. So I appreciate you for hitting me up, brother.
Yeah,
Because hell yeah, I've seen what you guys been doing for even before I even started the brand. So it's honestly a pleasure to be here, bro.
Oh, dude, thank
That
you so
was
much,
it.
bro.
I am,
Like,
man.
we're big fans of like what you do, bro, and like you kill it.
Yeah, we think it's dope. We'll post pictures like right at the beginning, so like of your stuff. Like we think it's super sick. Obviously the pants and the jackets, crazy piece.
Yeah, you became an I see you guys started doing jackets and hoodies and stuff.
Yeah,
now. You
just
kinda
barely,
came
bro.
it up. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to like kind of step out of the comfort zone because my whole like mindset in the beginning was like nah, just jeans. So like because like that's what started the brand.
Yeah.
But then now it's kind of like now evolving. Now I want to do t-shirts, beanies. I want to do like literally like you guys inspired me too. You're doing like these pillows and shit. So like it's like I want to do a little bit of everything now.
Hey, you
So
know, I told you, bro, anything you need, you know, like, we got you, bro. We got you for this stuff.
yeah, I appreciate
But
it.
I remember the first time I heard about your brand was the homie Luis.
Uh-huh.
Actually, the homie's right here. His name is Luis. Shout out Luis.
Shout out.
We were gonna do a sneaker convention one time, and I was like, "Are you gonna pull up?" And he's like, "I don't think I am, but I know 10 Toes is gonna be there." And I was like, 10 Toes? What's 10 Toes? And then he like showed me your brand. And I was like, "Bro, these pants are so fucking sick." Like if I would make pants, like this is the type of shit I would want to do. You know, like this is so cool. Fucking sticky outfit or something.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I was like, these are so sick, you know? And then the next day at the convention, because we literally linked up like the night before, the next day at the convention, I see your guys' booth and like, it was crazy, bro. I just remember pulling up and it was like a fat, like,
Table
22
full,
tables or
yeah.
something, bro. Full of
Yeah, you
pants.
got the
There
right
was 80
stacked out.
pairs in that bitch, bro. Like, hella pairs.
So it
So,
was a lot, bro.
and then when I pulled up to the table and like, it was me and Gubo, we just said, what's up? It was like, we didn't even know you were like the one running it. You know what I mean? It was like, some other person was like, yo, what's up, man? Like, knew everything about the brand, you know? Like, it was awesome. And, like, that was an awesome experience, you know? So, that's when I, like, first heard about your guys' brand. And ever since then, whenever anyone tells me, like, oh, where can I get pants? Always send them to you.
Definitely,
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I appreciate that,
Yeah,
guys.
bro. Like, you're like, I'm doing it out here. No one else is making cool ass pants.
Yeah, you got some definitely different as fuck for sure.
And thank you guys.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out Luis though for letting you know though before
Yeah.
the sneaker convention.
Bro,
But nah, dude, like you were saying, I had people like come up to you and like knew the brand too. Those are my boys. Shout out Dusty, B, Nelson, my girlfriend, just everyone in my close circle. Like they all know the brand just like I do, you know. So like when we go to these events and stuff, like I know I don't even have to be there, and they could take over because they're just as passionate about it as well.
That's
Not that I don't want to be there, but I just know they can handle this shit too.
That's good, yeah.
You can be away for a minute and they buy everything.
Exactly.
It takes a lot to trust the team, so
For real, and it's all out of love too, because you know, like I ain't even making money like that yet, you know. So they're doing it more out of love and out of they see the vision, you know. They see
Yeah.
that we could be big one day, so you know, it's part of the journey. Yeah.
yes,
You guys are
sir.
already big. I feel it.
Yeah. You guys are definitely taking
Y'all
over.
are getting there for sure.
I
bro.
appreciate that, boys, for real.
I was gonna ask you, like, you did mention a lot of names. How many people do you have on your team?
I say Nelson for sure is the one who started the brand with me from the get-go. And then along the way, Dusty and B found out about the brand because we were friends before, and then they really loved the vision. So there's 3 right there. Then I don't know if you had my girlfriend. Definitely had my girlfriend, bro. Because like literally, I tell her fucking everything that goes on. Like literally, what should I drop this? Should I drop this? How do you feel about even every video, every edit? It's like if it doesn't get approved by her, bro, for some reason in my head, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So
okay.
she's definitely a part of the team, and then my parents for sure. Like they're a huge support. Like for real. Like you saw where the whole space was.
Yeah.
So they gave me a really good deal on monthly payment there. So, but it's a really nice setup. So
Oh yeah.
I'm grateful for them. So I put them in part of the team too. So I'd say like 5, 6 of us.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
I did have the pleasure to pull up to you guys' like warehouse and stuff. That was crazy. But we did have like so many pants there and like stuff getting made, and you're like cutting hair for your homie. Like, dude, like he doesn't let us go into any shoot without a haircut. Like we have to be fresh. And I was like, that's so fire.
That's fire.
It's cool. And you had like a whole place where you would do your own photo shoots and stuff too, like a whole photo booth set up. It was crazy. I walked in there with like a whole different world, bro. Like,
Thank
a whole Tento's world in there.
Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
awesome.
I mean, when I like yeah, I got a backdrop and I got a bunch of different backdrop papers, and I don't know, when it comes to those little things like for content, I don't see a price tag when I buy those because I see it's like it as an investment in like the photo shoots, I wanna give them free haircuts. That's also an investment so that we look good in the photo shoots. So type shit like that. So yeah. So when you came down there, that's a little bit of the investment we all made so that we can make this shit happen. You know.
Yeah. What do you think is like the biggest investment that you've made?
Biggest investment is honestly a recent one. Bro, like I actually signed a contract with an agency.
Okay.
So we're gonna really start pushing out the content, really start pushing out email marketing, all that. So
Fire.
that's the biggest investment I've done so far. So
Are you doing all your content yourself, or?
yeah, I am doing all the content myself. Well, the boys help too, but most of the edits and all that are coming from me.
And how'd you learn? Like just YouTube
Shit,
and
bro,
that shit?
YouTube, man, YouTube University.
Yeah, that's where we all graduated.
You can find so much good shit on YouTube, but if you want to invest even further, I think you gotta go a little bit further than YouTube. Like sometimes those people do the courses and stuff,
Yeah.
and I think those are worth investing in. You know?
So how'd you pursue this agency, or how'd they find you?
So I pursued the agency. There's a lot of agencies out there that offer like, they want to help you with your ads, with all that. There's a ton of them, especially when I'm sure you guys have seen them on Instagram. Those sponsored agencies that try and just like sign you up, but I was specifically looking for one because I really want to run Facebook ads, and honestly, the ads manager and stuff like that is just kind of overwhelming for me because there's so many different numbers, so many different things. So we looked into an agency, and we had trial and error in other agency before. This isn't our first agency, and they a lot of these agencies promise you things, promise you that they're gonna do all this work, and then this agency didn't do it. So now we tried this new agency. But how we found them was just scrolling through the internet and just seeing which one is the best fit, and then getting on Zoom calls with them and seeing what blueprint they have for me. And then this one felt right, so we went with
That's
that.
fire.
Yeah.
Dope.
You were very consistent with your content. I want to say every morning I wake up, I see a Tento post.
Yeah.
Every single morning I wake up. Like what? Do you have like a layout? Like I gotta post every day at this time, or like what do you? Or are you just like dedicated like that? Where you just
I'm dedicated now, but in the beginning, definitely not. It was like I would post one day and then miss 5 days or 6 days and then post again. But it's just became a habit now. I know there's other people that use the platform where you can do scheduled posts, and I did do that for a little bit, but I'm the type to like to do it on the spot because I like to make little changes. So it's just gotten to a habit now, honestly, where I just I wake up and I'm like, okay, I need to post. And the stories, I need to post at least 5 to 10 a day, and then on the feed, I try and get at least 1 a day. So
if you do post multiples, how do you do it?
Multiple on the feed?
Yeah.
I usually post 1. I just have to be spread apart at least 5 hours, at least in my head. And just from what I've seen other content creators say, they just best times is like around noon, and then maybe around like 4 or 5. So I try and just keep to those times, you know.
Okay, cool.
So you've looked around, like what's inspired you? Like how have you set your platform, and like where have you grabbed from to set that platform?
Like Tentos, like the whole
Yeah.
aesthetic and everything.
Yeah, how'd you like realize that's what it was gonna be?
So like I've always been inspired by other content creators even before Tentos, like content creators that do fashion and stuff. One specifically called Gon Olivier. He's from Portugal, but his aesthetic is just so clean and just so nice. Like I was always watching his videos even before Tentos.
Okay.
And so I definitely pulled a little bit from him. Like I really liked his colors and how he mix and matches his clothes. And then there's a lot of different other clothing brands out there. Like I love Supreme, I love Antisocial Social Club. So I just get inspired by a lot of different aesthetics. But I narrowed my aesthetic down to more of the neutral tones, more of like cream,
Yeah.
darker tones, like black and all that. And I think some of those brands that I really looked up to like had some of those darker tones too. So
Yeah.
a little bit of from everything.
And so like selecting the process down, because you have like different images on each pants, right?
Uh-huh.
Like some of them have different images on them.
Uh-huh.
How do you select those images? Like how do you come with that design?
So a lot of the designs come from designers that we have hit up on Instagram, and I'm not really a drawer myself or can design myself, but I have like an idea in my head,
Yeah.
and those guys can really like they go to work, so they can make some cool ideas, and then I just go with it, and then I like it, and then you just pay them,
Yeah, that's dope.
and then also there's also royalty free images. And there's also royalty free images that you can buy for a certain amount, like I had bought this one royalty image for $300, and it gave me 500 slots to sell it
Okay.
of that image. So that was one as well. I bought one image, but I mainly go through designers now.
Fire. That's dope, man.
Do you ever like hit up a designer like that, tell them what you want, and then they make something that's not what you want at all?
Oh yeah, bro. I don't. That's that's the problem, bro. Like I feel like words aren't enough. I feel
Yeah.
like they really are not enough. You got to be like super detailed and super like, if anything, send them images that look like it or something, because words, then everyone's got a different imagination, honestly.
Yeah. It's all about perspective.
It's
Yeah.
all about perspective. So if you can give them the best idea of your perspective, then I think and that's what I try to nail it down to the T.
How long ago did you start Tentos? I feel like you skipped over that.
Oh, no,
Yeah, right into it. You know?
It's been almost like 2 years now, bro. It was in almost 2 years, so going on 2 years.
Fire.
But
You guys
dang,
are
like
killing
time
it.
flies, like
Yeah.
for real.
It's
for
crazy
real.
what you guys have done in 2 years, you know?
Like for real though, it's honestly like I'm honestly grateful for the progress that we've had. Like a lot of our progress have come from just a big one was just influencer marketing.
We've been talking about that a lot on the pod in the last couple weeks.
Oh really? Influencer marketing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Our first influencer marketing was that was like the moment where I was like, okay, this is dope. But it was this guy named Parkside Plugs. He's from Denver.
You guys still work with him, right?
Yeah. We still work with him because we be sending him some samples and stuff, and he's gonna promote it. But we're also working with this other artist named NBA Doggy.
Oh,
Doggy Crazy. But the first art influencer that we got in our clothes was Parkside Plugs. It was a cool story. He came to Salt Lake to perform. It was the headline was Bravo the Bag Chaser,
No, fire.
but he was just one of the guests. And we had found out, my homie Nelson had found out he was coming because he had posted a TikTok. He said, "Hey, we're coming to Salt Lake City," and we had always been a fan of him. So Nelson hit him up. He's like, "Hey, we got some clothes for you," and he responded, and he was like, "Yo, hell yeah!" And that was kind of cool because I don't know why. Like before I got into like talking to celebrities about the clothes, I always thought that they would never respond or really look my way. But like he did, and he was like, yeah, like pull up to the hotel. So we pulled up to the hotel. We took him some drip, and he like on the spot, like he hella fucked with it. He because it was cool because we had gotten there, and he was getting a hat from this other guy that was giving him free hats. Shout out ACAPS. It was ACAPS.
Okay.
And so Parkside Club was like, hey, just wait a sec, bro. We have another person trying to give us some stuff. So we were just waiting in the back, and he was trying to figure out what outfit he was going to wear with the hat. And he was like, oh, this looks good. Okay, so he picked this one hat for his outfit that he was going to wear for the show that night. And then it's our turn. And then we showed him our drip, like our pants, and then the jacket we made him. And then and he's like, nah, no way, dude. I'm not wearing this other fit. I'm wearing this fit tonight.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck that other fit. I'm wearing this fit tonight. He's like, this hat matches this. And then so then he said he was going to wear it to the concert, because this was like 5 hours before the concert. And then so then we pull up to the concert, and I was kind of worried. I was like, what if he doesn't pull up? What if he like walks into the stage and he's not even wearing it, and I got my hopes up for nothing?
He told all the people around me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear my clothes,
Bro, I was there, I was hella nervous. I was like, shit, like I'm getting my hopes up. And then it's finally his turn, and then boom, he walks out and he's wearing my pants and the jacket. I was like, fuck, dude, that was a moment where I was like, okay, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So he was the first one, and then after that, like, he hella fucked with us and reposted us, and he connected us to like 3 other rappers from Denver. They reposted us. We sent them clothes, and then like that grew our following a lot, because all their followers were
Like, whoa,
you know,
what's
yeah.
going on?
what's
Yeah,
going
your
on.
guys' stuff is cool, so it makes
Yeah.
sense. You know?
So they hopped on ours, you
Yeah.
know. So it's been picking up like that. So we're trying to keep picking up that motion we want to get like new artists and stuff like that.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's a good way to
Yeah.
grow. Yeah. And then you get that natural people like fucking with it
Yeah,
anyway.
you know, you try and pull their fans, you know,
Yeah.
make them your fans as well. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what we've been talking about on the pod is like, and before I feel like a lot of brands like Nike and Adidas and stuff like that, we're looking at athletes. I need to sign the next LeBron James. I need to sign the next, you know. But now if you look at it, the Nike's sending, you know, their stuff to Kai Cenat. They're sending their stuff to all these, you know, like streamers, all these, you know, rappers, all of these, you know, Travis Scott collabs, all this stuff like that. So I feel like you're on it, bro. Like it's like you're sending it to the right people, and like you said, they have fans, and their fans want to dress how they dress. You
Exactly,
know?
bro.
So
Yeah.
then they go to the source, like who's making these cool ass pants? 10 Toes. Let's fucking go. You know, like.
Exactly, bro.
How did you get the name 10 Toes though?
Oh, that's another funny story too, bro. At first, it was actually named Westmade.
Oh.
Yeah, Westmade. It was just some random name we just made up, because we had made the pants even before we had a name.
Okay.
It was funny, you know, like because yeah, we had just made some pants for ourselves, and then we, like,
you wanted them?
just because we wanted it, because we were always into fashion, so we had made pants for ourselves.
Mm.
And then when we wore them out, a lot of people were complimenting them, you know. And you know, when a compliment's genuine or
Yeah.
fake and stuff,
Yeah.
and we were getting genuine compliments, you know. People were like, yo, where'd you get those pants? We're like, we made them. So that's kind of like what started the brand. But the name, how the name came up was, we were all chilling at my homie Jason's house, and we had always said 10 toes to each other. Like every time we left, like we said bye to each other. Like, hey, stay 10 toes, be safe, you know. And I remember, and rappers were always saying it in their lyrics too all the time. I remember, and we were all like drunk one night at the crib, and we were all like we were just chilling. We said, I honestly don't remember who mentioned it. They said we should name it 10 Toes, you know. And I remember I thought of that name. I'm like, I like that name. And, you know, I remember I put it in my notes so I could remember the next day, because you know we were faded. I was like, you forget shit when you're faded.
Yeah.
And then we wake up the next day, and I kind of remembered it because it kind of stuck with me. I hella liked it in the moment. And then yeah, I like looked at my notes and I'm like, okay, 10 Toes. And then I like looked online to see if any other brands, you know, were named 10 Toes, you know, and there was
Yeah.
no really official 10 Toes name or anything, LLC or nothing like that. So I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna take this name, 10 Toes Official. I like the official at the end. I don't know why, I just personally like that, and then just went with that.
Yeah, it feels cool when I tell people like go follow on like 10 Toes official, you know? It feels cool to say that. Yeah, bro, that's cool. That's a cool story, bro. And like it's cool they say like rappers say, because I do hear it in songs. And I only think of you when I hear it. Like, oh,
Yeah,
the
that's
pants. He's talking about the pants, bro.
That's funny, bro. That's funny. I
Yo,
wanna-
speaking about the pants, like it's your signature, like the distressing and stuff of the double A.
Mhm.
How did you come up with that as your signature?
So at first, the distressing wasn't a thing. It was mainly just the print on.
Okay.
Because at first we would just cut out piece and just glue that bitch on. And
What
then
glue, like Elmer's glue?
industrial glue, bro.
God
Some
damn.
strong ass glue. We'd buy
Yeah, we're getting high off that shit.
No, dude, that's actually so funny because when we would do it, it like kind of stink up the room. Like that bitch was low key like strong.
Yeah.
We just go to like Walmart and like just buy a bunch of little industrial glues, and then we just glue all that shit on and just put that bitch on. It was, the quality and none of that shit was there, but the look was there,
Did it last?
bro. Like I still have pants that, dude, they're strong. Like
Wait, did they get like stiff when you would glue them on? Like,
yeah, that was a problem too. Is that you could feel the hardness.
Okay.
Iron
know?
them?
Yeah.
Huh? No, you couldn't iron them. Those were the cons, and I was like, people liked them, but then like I remember when we went to that first pop up, we put them for $40. But I was so worried that people were gonna come up and just like look up close and kind of like, dude, I was
unglue them. They come with like
I didn't say shit. I was like, fuck, don't go close, don't go close.
Yeah.
And no one went close, low key.
Fire.
Someone gonna just like picked it up, but they didn't like low key look at the details, And and where were we though? What was the question? Sorry.
The glue.
Yeah, you said you first started gluing them.
Oh yeah, we first started gluing them. Oh yeah, the distress. Oh yeah, we were scared we went to the pop-up, but then that's when I was like, okay, I need to figure out a way to like sew these bitches on, because we weren't opening the pants at all. We were just literally just gluing an easy ass process. I'm like, this is too easy. This is not it, And then we would wash them, and then it would it'd stay sturdy, but low key not as sturdy and come off a little bit.
Yeah.
But in order to take it off, you'd have to put some
Peel it.
force, but still it would come off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then with my mom, I remember I hit up my mom because she knew how to sew. I didn't really know how to sew, and I'm like, hey, I need to know how to like sew these on. So we were like thinking of a way, and then we ended up opening the pants. A really weird way where we just got scissors and just opened them. And then which gave us access to just put on the patch and just have some flow to just sew it on.
Yep.
And
And then you're
then,
sewing with a Singer at this time?
yeah, dude, $200 machine, little Singer that my mom had,
Because now you have an industrial machine.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Damn,
It's like-
okay.
It's a whole lot of industrial machine. Yeah.
It's a tank, bro. Like I love that machine. But yeah, we were using a little Singer, bro, like just my mom's it was a Burnett, it was called. And yeah, we figured out a little way, because we couldn't get all around, but we figured out a way and just went trial and error from there.
Mhm.
And then with the distress, we ended up sewing it, and then the distress started specifically with the glue. When we would glue them, it would distress a tiny bit when we would wash them, just because we washed them,
Natural
it would
wash.
distress.
Yeah.
So sometimes they would have little hangy things out there when we would wash them, and it looked kind of like gave it that ruggedy look.
Yeah.
And then we kind of went with it. We're like, okay, this looks cool. So then when we found out a way to sew it, we kept that distress, but obviously it had to be a different way from just letting the machine just do the distressing. So then now we have to do it by hand. So now we just literally have to pick each one by hand. It can't be done any other way, honestly, because you can't like rip that shit. It literally, or else it's gonna rip out chunks.
Okay.
So now it's just by hands to get that distress like flared out.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how it started.
Look.
Like a
So
tassel look.
what's the timely process then if you're doing it all by hand?
To sew it on, we got it down pretty quick now, bro. Like to sew the pants, it's like takes us almost like 30 minutes to just sew it, 25 minutes. And then even to close it back up, and then it just depends on how fast you are with the distressing. Now I got some experience now where like I can kind of like trick it to like come out more, but like
Who's like the master distresser you guys got?
I'm gonna say low-key me and Nelson right now. We're the only ones who like really do it with Dusty and B, but me and Nelson mainly the most. We're the ones that
Like hand distress.
we're the ones that be making all the parts.
So just know you're getting this ass with 10 toes denim. My boy Jay was distressing him for you.
Yeah.
Buying it.
Literally, bro. And I mean, it's not as hard as you guys think. Like honestly, if you get the hang of it, and you get the prep right when you're making the pants, because like to put on the patch, like you got to put on some product, and sometimes it makes it harder to distress after. But so if you can trick it a certain way, it makes it a lot easier. So it was a lot of trial and error, bro. Like,
Did you guys use like the spray glue?
yeah, to
Yeah.
like put it on at first.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
The homie when I made my pants, he showed me the spray glue for the patch, and I was like, oh,
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it stays on there. At first, we were using the pins, you know,
Yeah,
but the pins were kind of making it
it's harder to get
kind
by.
of like mushy, and like, you know, it wasn't sticking on there clearly. And that was the trial and error too. I was trying different sprays, and some weren't really gonna. Some I would spray on, and then it'd come off easy. And then finally, I found a spray that just is solid and just sticks on there. So, yeah, like I said, it was a lot of trial and error to finally get down our product. Honestly,
Yeah.
2 years, huh?
But-
And that was the thing too when I first saw your pants was the first thing that they said to me was, look bro, they're like fully unstitched, patched and restitched. And then I looked at even the belt loop was unstitched
Yeah,
and then
bro.
restitched. And I'm like, damn bro, these kids are really
Yeah.
taking their time with these pants. Like
yeah, we are, honestly. I mean, it's still not finessed the best way we can, but you know, we're still learning. You know,
It's really good.
You guys are growing. Yeah, you guys are killing it for
Yeah.
just doing this.
I
Like,
appreciate that, boys.
and you
It's
guys'
different.
price for what you guys are giving is like amazing, bro. Like you know
That's
I
what
mean?
people
Like,
say, man. Like, they really say that you should up your prices. You should up your prices, but
Because you started
at
at
40, and then what are they at now? Or like what was the
it
evolution of
was,
your
it
price?
was like 40, and then 65, and then from 65 it went to 85. And I remember I liked 85, but when I started getting with these influencers, these people that were more like have the blue check mark and stuff, and like literally have been in the fashion industry where a lot of clothing brands have sent them clothes, this, that, they're like, bro, this is like way too cheap. I had way too many people tell me this is way too cheap. And then especially since it's handmade, like this,
Yep.
that, like all that. And I was like, for real? Like, I don't know. My main concern was, I don't know if people are gonna pay that. You know, like, that was like my main concern. I'm like, that's too much. I don't think people will pay for that. I was like, in my head, I was like, I want to be an affordable brand, you know? But then, like, as I got like thinking and just like, you know, pondering, I was like, that's like working harder and not smarter in a way, you know? Because like,
Yeah.
I'm putting all this time and effort into making these pants, and the profit margins are just so small, you know?
tiny. Yeah.
So then that's when I upped my price to 100, and then the people are still buying it at 100, you know, because I think they really just know what's going into the work.
Quality's there, and yeah, like your work shows. You know.
Yeah,
The quality will speak for itself always, you know?
thank you.
And there's no reason why not to pay 100, bro. You guys is that over like 200, like 300, you know? Like,
I mean, like, how I see perspective, bro, is like, you go into PacSun, dude, like one pair of jogger jeans or whatever they have displayed there, $75.
Yeah.
And like, mine is custom made too, flared by hand, you know, sewn. So I think that says something at least, you know. So, but it's funny because the price is always still lingering in my head. I'm like, is this still too expensive, you know? But it's kind of just something you got to just
I
like.
think 100 is a good. I think you can even charge more, but I think like you said, if you want to keep it affordable, 100 is a good price point to like get new customers. You know what I mean? Because like 100 is good for a good pair of denim. That's gonna last you washes. Like you can wash that shit multiple times and it's gonna be good. Like you know, and the compliments you're gonna get, bro. One compliment alone is worth $100. You know, so like yeah, I think you're good, bro. You know?
I appreciate that, bro. Because I was thinking the same thing, bro. Honestly, but you know, like, do you guys ever have problems with your guys' pricing?
Pricing? That we're gonna ask you, like, how do you determine a fair price? You know, but you kind of broke it down.
I think like what we look at it as really, and we kind of agreed. I think it's like quality first, and then just what work it took to get into it. You know, like you have to also look at like since we do like all types of shit, like screen printing or manufacturing something or anything else. Like you have to that extra cost, you know, from the manufacturer to the shipping. Like that's the other stuff you have to account for, and then you have to like be reasonable, you know, because people might not pay for a small brand 120 for a pair of sweats and hoodie or whatever, like sweats 120 and hoodie 120, but a big brand like, you know, fucking Essentials, they're gonna do it regardless.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like if you can kind of top them off by quality, like that's my favorite thing about his brand. Like every time I bring someone, I'm like, bro, this shit competes to Supreme and the prices are better. Like, you know, the quality's there. You're not gonna want something else. This is gonna be your favorite thing, and people fucking love everything. You know, like I got a homie who rocks one of his bags every day type shit. Like,
Hell yeah, bro.
yeah, so
I'm sure that shit don't wear out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Cause you stop. I feel like sometimes you stop wearing shit because it's like
Yeah,
kind of like just wears out. It
It's not
stops feeling.
stingy now.
Yeah, But when it's quality shit, like you.
You wear that.
Yeah.
You're wearing it. You keep wearing it.
Sometimes you do it like without even knowing it. Your mind like goes towards that specific garment because it's. I feel like low key because your mind just knows it's the better quality.
yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we do, bro. We'll touch a shirt and we'll be like, and right now I've been like looking for sample like blanks right now. So I've been ordering different zip ups, trying to find the right one. And it's like literally first thing I'll do is just touch it. And then like once you're selling it, like we talk about it, it's first thing someone that's gonna buy your item is gonna look at is like a tag too. So it's like that makes your item also more valuable,
Yeah,
having the
bro.
custom tag and all that. Like the branding, making an item officially yours, then I feel like you can charge that, And I think that's what you guys are doing. Like the items are 100% yours. I have to show you this brand after. I don't know if you've heard of them, Purple, like Purple Jeans.
Yeah, I have actually.
They be
I was
charging,
just
like-
looking at them. Look, that's funny because like I've never looked at their Instagram page and I looked at them earlier today.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, they be charging like 300 for like some skinny jeans with just a
Bro,
pocket that hangs
tell
out.
me about it, bro.
I
I was
was in
looking at
Seattle walking. There's see this guy walking down the street, right? And he's wearing like leggings, bro, with an inside-out pocket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, what is that guy wearing? And then we were all just, we don't know what it is, right? I was like, oh, that's weird, just whatever. And then later on in the day, we see a guy wearing the same exact thing, but a little less tight. And I was like, that's the brand. It's called Purple. And we looked it up, and I was like, nah, bro, this ain't. Like literally, I told him like, I'd rather get a 10 toes piece.
Yeah, bro, you guys like way better than that brand, and like that's a brand that I guess people are buying. Like that's a streetwear brand.
Why do you think they like people be hopping on things like that? That's like dude, because I literally saw a pair that's like straight, just white skinny jeans. That was literally it. How much? I don't even know, bro.
I think it's like influencers, like you said, like you getting your stuff on influencers. I think people seeing stuff on like rappers and stuff. People just want to
People
be
really
that.
are like bandwagons in a way, bro.
But like in a way, you're doing the right thing because they're gonna bandwagon to you. Like
You're setting trends though. You feel me? Like
I mean, bandwagons are good, bro, because like they're like they support you in a way. They fuck with what you're doing,
Yeah.
But then in a way, like
that's true though. Like there's a difference between like a ride or die fan and then like those people that like finally just riding because the wave's there.
Right. Exactly,
The thing
bro.
is though that like that's the difference. Like what Kuba said, you guys are making such good stuff that they're not gonna just buy a pair of jeans and then whatever. Like they're gonna consistently keep buying your shit because they're gonna know everything that 10 toes drops is quality. Whether it be a hoodie, pants, jacket, hat, whatever the fuck I'm getting from them, it's gonna be good quality. So it's like, yeah, maybe at first they're gonna bandwagon to you, but then they're gonna stay because y'all fucking killed it. You know what I mean?
You convert them.
Yeah,
First they're bandwagon, then you convert them
it's
to
like the fucking-
loyal.
Yeah,
Yeah, you right up to the church of 10 toes.
That's funny, bro. I fuck with that.
That's true though, because like I'm pretty sure your pieces stand out in anybody's closet. Like nobody has any pants like that in their closet, so it's like your pants are hanging there and they're like, damn, I need another pair of those for sure. Like
That's funny, dude, because sometimes that's what I tell to sell my pants to someone. Like, I'm like, you probably have black jeans, blue jeans in your closet, Like, it won't hurt having a 10 toes jeans in your closet,
Yeah.
a crazy little different one, if you
Yeah.
want to like go on a shoot on a Friday night or something, switch it up a little bit. It won't hurt to have that in your closet,
And like you said, they'll wear it, and then they'll see the compliments, they'll like see like the quality, and they'll see the fit and all that, and they'll love it, and they're gonna buy another pair, because then they're gonna be like, fuck, bro, I can't be wearing the same pair every time I pull up to the homie's crib. Like I gotta have like 10 pairs of 10 toes denim, to like be different. Because if you pull up with the same pair of pants, your homies are gonna notice, like.
Facts,
But y'all stuff is just so cool, and like it's so crazy, but crazy enough. You know what I mean? Like
Facts,
it's
bro.
like not too crazy where you can't rock it, but it's just crazy enough where you want to rock it.
Fact, bro. Like, that's what I give the two pants, the two legs kind of goes a little bit crazier. And then I give the people the one leg as well. And then before we're doing half legs, like knee down.
okay,
And like some people were even fucking with those knee down ones more than even the other two, just because like, yeah, some people just don't like so much going on down there.
yeah.
But then some people love the two leg because they like that craziness. So it's just like, it's just a preference.
Hear me out, bro.
I like
we
that.
might have to do a collab, I was thinking, I've really been thinking about this a lot, doing the double knee. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, that would go hard.
Like, just like, but with the, like, different, like, design, like, just a 10 toes double knee, will go crazy, because people love the double knee work pants.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we added the 10 toes flare to the double knee instead of just being, or even a triple knee. Just add another,
Or like a second knee.
another knee. You
No,
know what I mean?
I'm down for it.
triple
I'm
knee,
down
bro.
for that shit, bro. Like at first, I remember, bro. Like my mindset was so closed back then. It was like, nah, I'm just sticking to just this, you know. Because people were throwing me ideas all the time, like, hey, we should do this. You should do this. It's like, and then at first I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. But like now, bro, like this 2024, I was like, let the collabs come, let the creativity come, let all this shit come, you know.
Fire. Yep. Be welcome into
Like
that
on
shit.
God, bro. Like
I
on
think
God.
as a creative though, you don't like that. Cause like I think we've all gone through it. Like he has his own brand, I do, and you as well. Like we've all gone through that where like your homies are like, you should do this, and then you're like, no, you know, like no, bro, like I know what I'm doing, you know. But I feel like sometimes you do listen, and now those little ideas, dude. You know what I
They
mean?
really,
Like,
they stay in your
They
mind
do,
sometimes,
bro.
bro. Because like I thought it was sometimes just me. It was like it's just me being like I don't know what, like not cocky, being like no, I like my own shit. But like yeah, sometimes I would ignore their opinions because I thought no, I had it. But then you're right, like some of their opinions would stay in my mind. I'm like low key, that
Yeah.
don't sound that bad, you know.
Yeah.
I have homies that have been telling me for years make rolling trays, and I'm like, nah, bro. And I'm like, bro, I should maybe do this, bro. Like, all right.
For real though, bro. Like, so like everyone's got their own creative mind, so I think that's to get input from anyone really doesn't hurt at all. You know.
You never know, bro. Even like your parents, like you said, like it doesn't matter. It could be like, you know, like some random person, and they all have a good idea, bro.
Yeah.
Facts, bro. Or some another thing is, or sometimes someone can do the opposite or like critique it like
Yeah.
badly, bro. And like that's one of my parents. That's how my parents were at first with the clothing, because they're like, "What the hell is this?" You know, and they were critiquing it, but like it's kind of just staying true to your vision. You know, you got to stay true to your vision because you got to like say fuck all that. Like
Yeah.
I think Google had a question to go lead.
What was it?
He said that he wanted to ask you about. So we're Hispanic.
Oh yeah. So are you Mexican?
no, bro, I'm Peruvian.
You're
My parents are
Peruvian?
from Peru.
Okay, fire. Okay, sick. So I'm Mexican and he's Mexican, and like I grew up a lot like with machismo, like in my culture and stuff, and like community and stuff. And I was gonna ask, like, especially because doing fashion and everything is like so against that, like you know, fucking. I can't say certain words that are like the instant, like, oh, you're this, you know. But it's like having old school parents and stuff. Like, did you go through those trials of like not machismo, but also being like, oh, why are you doing this, or like.
Tell me about it, bro. Like same way, dude. I feel like a lot of Hispanic people have gone through it, but like yeah, they're like not necessarily like they're brainwashed, but type shit where they think one way,
Yeah.
and like it's either it can be school, it can be work, but like I feel like it's
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
all you have.
it's never those it's never like
Nothing else but that.
yeah
You're going to school, you're working, and if you're not doing either one of those, I don't want to hear it. You know.
yeah, dude. It's yeah, and yeah, like I had my parents were like that. My dad was a little bit less like that. He was more like a lot like let my creative mind, let what I like to do more come to life. But my mom was more like more strict. But my dad was also strict, but he was more lenient. But as like I feel like they become more, they let that go a little bit once they see like this is what you're doing, bro. Like this is what you're passionate for, and this is like you tell them like they see like if your parents come in here and see all this. I'm sure they may feel some type of way, like how they felt in the past, but I'm sure like now they're like, nah, this is lit, you know. And that's
a good way to put it. Yeah,
that's where my parents are at now. You know, before they were like, nah, like do something else. Now that they see that the growth, they see the inventory, they see the content and everything. Now they're on the boat, you know, which is cool. But yeah, at first, bro, like
They bandwagon, bro.
this guy. That's fire, bro.
Bandwagon.
I love the way you speak about it, and like you kind of went into it, but like the way you speak about it, you're so passionate about it. How'd you know this was your passion? Like,
bro, I've always been into fashion, bro. Like on God, like I never thought I would have a clothing brand though. Literally, I never thought I would go that route. I always loved clothing, but never thought I would go that route. Like since the 7th grade, I remember I hopped on the clothing wave. Like, cause before that, I wasn't really that into fashion. But once I got into junior high, I remember like the older kids were wearing like they were in the hipster phase. They were like the plain white shirt. They would roll it up, wear the Converse, some Stance socks. I remember.
Shout out Stance. Give us a
oh
sponsor.
yeah, we've been asking Stan for a sponsor.
Dude, Stance socks are lit, bro. I remember specifically, at least over there at my school or at that time, like stanzas were lit. Like people would go and like, yeah, I remember that. And I would look up to this guy, like shout out if he ever sees this guy named Noah Von Straw. He used to.
I know Noah
You do?
Straw. Did you go to Timpview?
No, I played soccer a couple years younger on the same club team as him.
Oh damn.
But I also knew his little brother
Dude,
too.
you know his sister has a poppin' ass brand right now.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm not surprised honestly, because they always had a certain aesthetic to
Yeah.
them. That whole family, like shout out.
Yeah.
They all just fly. And I remember I was a 7th grader and I was like, yo, that guy dresses fly. And I would try and mix and match my clothes kind of like him,
Mm-hmm.
I never tried to dead copy someone. I didn't like to do that, but I like to mix my own way, but like in a way dress like it,
Incorporate,
Yeah.
Some little, yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of where it started, bro. And I remember I would just kind of bring that fashion to my school, because I remember that was going on in here, Provo and stuff, and it wasn't as much over there. I swear to God, at least that's what my mind thought.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like I was one of few people in the whole school that would take fashion serious. Like a lot of people would kind of just put on whatever, But like no, I would like every night I would like pick my outfits. Yeah, dude, I honestly love fashion. I love the compliments too. Honestly, it's like a little dopamine rush when someone says, "Yo, you look fly."
Yeah.
So that's honestly just how the fashion started, and then that's kind of how I grew a passion for that. I started like following like Virgil. I started following Ian Connor, Playboy Cardi, ASAP Rocky. All their fashions is
Fire. Yeah.
it's crazy. So. And then now I just went my own path with Ten Toes.
What would you say is like your biggest influence? You named a few, but like, if you were to pick one, what would you pick?
Number one? That's hard,
I
bro.
know, I hate to put you in this box. Or you can pick one or two,
I don't know why. The first person that comes to my mind is Gon Olivier. I don't know why. He's just like he just be making those transformation videos every day, like just different drip from just different sponsors, different clothing brands. But how he puts it all together just looks so neat.
Oh, okay.
So I really fuck with his fashion.
You came up around the same time as me, I guess, in the fashion industry. Were you watching YouTube at all back in the day?
Like in 7th grade?
Jacob Star and all that. Like, all those YouTube, like those fashion.
Honestly,
YouTubers.
I wasn't into fashion like that. But like when it came to like going out in public and stuff like that, or like going thrift shopping and all that, hell yeah. But as in like doing my research, as in like who, I don't remember that much back then.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, I remember it started around like 7th grade.
That's dope. What's your how consistent are your drops, and like how do you know when you're gonna drop? Is it just random? Like what's your process for that?
That I'm trying to organize a lot better, because that was the problem with, since we make our own clothes, bro, like I don't like making the same shit.
Yeah.
I like making new shit, bro. Like, cause when I make one jacket, I'm like, okay, this is dope, and I'm like, okay, I want to make something else, something different. But then the last 6 months I realized like I gotta do what got more sales, what the people want more, so I kind of been releasing more of those. And then how the drops work, what I would just since we make all of them, we make like 20 of each design, and then we kind of just promote it and then just say we have that they're released, and then we just.
Do you guys have a website, or is it all Instagram? Okay.
We have a website, but dude, like everything has been through Instagram.
Okay.
That's why I'm excited to really go with this agency, because now we're gonna really be pushing our marketing.
Our website.
Because our marketing was only going through Instagram.
And so those Instagram orders, is it like local, or do you get a lot of out of state where you have to like create the label out of like all that, or?
Yeah, most of our orders come from out of state.
Okay.
A lot of it is local too, but a lot of it's from out of state.
Okay, that's sick. Yeah. Do you do pop-ups constantly, or what's another way you get out there?
Yeah, bro, that's kind of how we first started. We did our first pop-up at this Land and Cube concert.
Oh, fire.
This girl was throwing, I saw it on her Snapchat. She's like, we need vendors. And I was like, that's kind of like when we did the $40 pants. So it's kind of when we were very new.
Dang, that's a good first start.
Yeah, dude, I was like, fuck it. I was feeling confident too. Confident that people liked it, but not confident in the quality. I remember I was kind of scared to go there though, because the quality. I was like, no, I want to show people kind of like what we got going on. And then we went to that pop up, and it was a good one, dude. To be honest, we didn't get that many sales, like even at 40. But I remember we got like hella people like coming up to it and like
Followers and stuff.
yeah, followers and
So
people
Google
really
always
fucking with
tells
it.
me, bro, when we go to events, I'm like, good, but what about sales? He's like, don't care about the sales.
Yeah,
Get 25 followers.
that's
Yeah.
good. That's a good way to see. I started seeing it like that, bro. You can't really go into those events like thinking about money. You know, you got to think of it more connecting, more of the
with the
following.
people, yeah.
You know, because you got to see your customers as long term. You know, not short term. You got to see
Yeah.
them as a loyal, someone who subscribes to your email list, someone who gonna be there when you're 5 years down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of those people can come from bending because they got to meet you.
That personal experience.
Yeah, you know, I think that's special, dude. So,
And if they see you again at another event,
Uh-huh.
they know you, bro. They're like,
and especially if they see you, if you're on your come up,
Yeah.
you know, and then they see you popping up, then they're like, "Yo, I knew these guys from the beginning." So
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people like to take pride in that.
Yeah.
Where like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I knew them before they were
Yeah.
popping."
Yeah, I think that's a cool thing. Like, or if like someone's like, "Oh, can we get a picture too?" Like, you're just
Yeah,
like,
bro.
"Ah, damn, that's
Uh-huh.
sick." Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, for real though, like I like how you said that, like go in there, like not even think like of 25 followers
Yeah.
or like
Yeah, because we were just at
Yeah, like a
Sneaker
goal,
Con.
like,
Mhm.
you always have a goal.
Yeah, we were just at Sneaker Con. He was like trying to like, "Yo, what if we don't really like do that one?" I was like, "Well, let's network. Like, make sure you connect with people. Make sure you like get that connection with other people because maybe they don't like what you got right now, but following that Instagram and seeing all your other stuff, they're gonna like maybe they like something else and buy that other stuff. Like,
facts, bro.
because it's also like obviously likes and shares aren't the best, obviously, because buyers is what it helps the brand, obviously,
Yeah.
but also getting the genuine connection with people is what makes your brand also very relatable.
Exactly. Is that you got to see like the positive in it, you know? Because of course, like you said, we would want the sales at the end,
Yeah.
which would be the best.
Mhm.
But then, like if they don't come, like you're also getting the connection and all that. So it's a positive thing in a way.
But we went into SneakerCon with that mindset.
Uh-huh.
We were like, we just linked up. Me and Google walked around the town before, then linked up, went into SneakerCon,
Uh-huh.
and then we went in there with the mindset of just followers,
Uh-huh.
you know. So we're trying to talk to every motherfucker in there, bro, trying to
Yeah.
get as many followers as possible. And bro, like it felt like everyone would come back and talk to us again. Like,
Hell
it
yeah.
felt like the whole vibe was where we were. Like
Yeah.
it literally, like we talked to what was his name? White Iverson.
Oh
I didn't know
yeah,
that guy,
Uh-huh.
and he came just to talk to us. I didn't even know he was a basketball player. He was a basketball player.
Oh, that's lit,
He came
bro.
and talked to us like we were just friends. Like he
Uh-huh.
was just like like it was just
Hell
the
yeah.
vibes. Like we were just there, and we made sales at the end of the day, but
Yeah.
it was just the vibes that we were there for, and we achieved it. And like when we got home, he was hitting me up now, like yo, like I'm gonna come from Seattle, Utah. Like what's up with you guys down there? So like now we have connections in another state.
Hell yeah,
It's
bro.
so cool.
No, shout out to you guys. I remember meeting you guys at the first sneaker.
yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, you bought a pair of my pants, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. And a big reason, like, to be honest, this is no bullshit. A big reason why I bought was because of your guys' energy, the
Oh,
love,
yeah.
like that ass, Of
Thank you so
course,
much.
of course, I love your clothing too, but you guys welcomed it. I come in, and of course, if I like the clothing and like you guys as well, that's a purchase right off the bat.
That's love, bro.
That's fire. Yeah, much love, man.
So like, yeah, I'm like for real. I think giving out good energy, you'll receive that energy
Oh, yeah,
back,
for
bro.
sure.
So that's why I swear everyone was probably coming back to you at this last sneaker con because they're like, yo, I want to go chill and talk to these guys. For
Yeah,
real.
it was a good time, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like I feel like every convention, I always tell Google it's going there just be happy and just like I
Yeah.
always like to bring little goodies to give away, whether it just be a little pin or a sticker or something.
Uh-huh.
That way, like you don't have to buy anything. Just take a sticker, take a.
Nah,
pin.
I admire that, bro, because like low key, I'm the one to be like behind the desk and kind of be like more chilling, Like I'm not that social, That's
Yeah.
why I hate to admit that's kind of why I have my boys kind of run the show
Mhm.
because I don't really like to do that
Yeah.
part, but I wish I was like that. And I'm trying to be more like that, where like I want to connect to more people.
Hey, I feel you on that, and that's why I've been putting myself through this, and he knows it, bro. Like he was giving me tips, like how to get people to interact, like because like I'm not a very people person either, and he was like, tell them you like their pants, and I was like, nah, what do you mean? Like I'm not just gonna randomly be like, yeah, I like your pants. But then I tried it, and then they're like, oh, thanks, I like your fit, and then we started talking. I was like, yo, this is my brand. Like
Hell yeah, bro!
I
Like
feel that way too, though. Like not being able to connect sometimes, but then like once you step out there, like
it's easy once you get out there, but like
But
it's
I
like
thank you for
stepping out of
coming
your
on the
comfort
pod.
zone, right?
yeah,
Like it really is, cause like yeah, it's never really been my personality to just like, yo, what's up? How are you doing,
Yeah.
man? Like, but like I feel like it's a part of the business, to be honest.
It's really hard, bro. And like the only reason I feel like I do it and I'm good at it or whatever is because I worked at Zoomies. So when I worked at Zoomies, I had a manager. His name was Vince. Shout out Vince. He trained me, bro. He made me a fucking selling machine at Zoomies, bro. Like,
Hell yeah.
at Zoomies, they give you the 7 steps, bro.
Uh-huh.
It's like greet the customer, like fucking like introduce yourself, identify needs and wants, and then there's this whole step list of how to make a sale, right? And how to make the biggest sale possible. So he would always tell me every day, remember your 7 steps, and today I want you to make $1,000. And even if I didn't make the $1,000, whatever I did make, he'd like, great job. You know, like just keep doing what you're doing. Every day he gave me a goal of $1,000 or whatever it was. If it was like a Saturday, 2,000 because we're getting more people.
Yeah.
And the only way to get sales is to talk to people, bro. Because you go to a Zoomies, what do they tell you every time? Hey, what's up? You know, and if you're buying something, do you want another thing half off? Do you want, you know, like they're always trying to like
Yeah,
build
right
a
up
sale,
on
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
So like that's kind of what made me that machine of like talk to everybody, and like it's like the knocking on the door thing is when I realized, like, if you talk to 100 people, 20 of those people are gonna buy something.
Facts.
80 of those people are gonna, or like, you know, 50 of those people are gonna brush you off, and maybe 30 of those people are gonna follow you and think you're cool, you know, but you're only gonna get 20 people to buy something. So I want to maximize the amount of people I talk to every single time. If there's 1,000 people in that event, I want to talk to every single 1,001 of those people, you know, because one of them is gonna buy something, you know. It's like you maximize your, yeah. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like knocking on doors, you know. You kind of just knock on every single door.
No, I love that, bro, because like I think that also applies to like DMs and messaging back people. Like low key, like if like obviously that's an in-person interaction and everything, but like also interacting them, giving them that same energy on text messages.
Yeah.
And that's something I feel that like honestly, like I wish I was also more attentive to that, because I feel like you can also, they can compliment your stuff online, and then I think it's also good to follow up on that and just be like, yo, what's up, how you doing, how are you, also connect with them as if it was an in-person, but it's on text, on DMs, you know. And I feel like that low-key applies to messages as well.
I was gonna say your comment section do be popping, like on your posts and shit. Like,
thank you,
At
bro.
least 100
Thank you.
comments on every post.
yeah,
Like,
Like,
nah, bro.
At least 100.
That was only this last one, because like, yeah, I'm trying to get engagement, because like I'm trying to get on the algorithm, you know. I want
Yeah.
a lot of people to see my shit, even people that aren't my followers, you know. And from what I've heard and what I think I know, like I think it's a fact, but it's to just get engagement, you know. So comments,
over
likes, shit like that, you know. So
And the shares,
you got to do
so
whatever
many
you can to
shares.
get people in the comments. So one thing that I'm gonna start doing more is like giveaways, you know.
yeah.
People like giveaways, you know, I'm giving back to them, and also they're giving to me, as in like tagging and exposing my name,
Yeah.
you know. So I think that's a good organic
Like value
reach.
for value type.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And then like what we were talking about is like that's a way of getting a customer for life. Like you were also saying is a giveaway. If you give someone something, there's no way they're not gonna support you forever.
Facts, bro.
You know, they're gonna be like, Tento's gave me a beanie that one time.
Facts,
you know?
bro.
Like it's like they're the boys, bro. Like I have to, you know. That's why I love giving little pins and stuff, even if it is a pin. Like, you know what I mean? It goes a long way. You know, people are like, bro, I collect pins.
Do you,
like,
when you give away those pins, do you like see like how much do you get like a pin? Like, I mean, you don't have to tell me how much you get a pin, but when someone takes a pin, do you think, oh, that's 25 cents off?
No, bro, they're super cheap.
Huh?
Like I think I make 100 pins for $30.
That's
You
good.
know?
That's good, because like sometimes
So-
I remember like even in the beginning, like when I had stickers and stuff, like I put 2 stickers in the bag to give to my customer to ship it out, but then I'm like, no, I'm gonna give them one because like I want to save this because
Yeah.
money. But then I stopped doing that now, because like you want to, like, it's good to like give those little things to the people, to our clients, because they like that. They like those little
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, there's a way to scale it, because
Uh-huh.
if your pants, you know, are selling for this much, and then you have the little sticker,
You include it into your price.
Yeah.
You know,
Facts.
like in a way.
even if it is just a 25, 50 cents
Uh-huh.
or, you know, whatever, like, and because like we were talking about this with shipping, like I sometimes like to include my shipping into my price of the order,
Uh-huh.
so you don't pay for shipping, and like in the description I'll put like shipping included or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But he was like, you know, some people don't like that, because then they're like, oh, you're taxing, but they don't, because they don't realize it's the shipping.
Because like let's say you're selling your shirt for 40,
Uh-huh.
but the shipping is $10. So you're like, I'm just gonna include it into my price. Now your shirt is 50.
Uh-huh.
But people don't realize I'm not paying for shipping. People just see that's a $50 shirt. I don't want to buy that.
Yeah.
Facts.
So it's like you gotta. It's the way we're talking about how you like feel your prices. But like those little pins, bro. Like I said, they're so cheap. Like the homie that makes them is Build a Nation, and like it just I don't feel bad giving them away. And I look at it as free marketing, like a free
Yeah.
billboard.
So-
Especially a sticker, bro. I told the homie Lise that's here. I told him before, like, when you give someone a sticker, bro, you don't know where they're gonna put that shit. They can
Facts.
put it on the computer, they can put it on their water bottle, they can put it on their car. I had a guy at the convention this last weekend tell me, how much is that sticker? And I was like, oh, it's not for sale, that's my personal sticker. Oh dang, I wanted to put it on my Jeep. Take the fucking sticker, bro. Put that shit on your Jeep. You know what I mean? Like, I
it's
would
literally like
rather
like free marketing
take it,
right
bro. That's cool. How many people are not gonna see on the
Uh-huh.
Jeep, you know?
there. That's
Yeah.
facts.
So that's like a way. It's a trade-off.
Uh-huh.
You're not paying for the sticker. You're
Uh-huh.
paying for the marketing. That's like the way you got to.
That's
Like
a
how you
good-
said about your backgrounds and stuff for like the photo
Yeah,
shoots. and
Exactly.
shit.
That's a good perspective. Like there's all little different types of perspective. That's literally a good perspective because
It's a marketing expense.
Yeah,
write it
'cause-
off as a tax. Fucking write off.
that's kind of how I see it. That's kind of how I see it also with like influencer marketing is like sometimes I gamble sending them pants because
Mhm.
sometimes I like
You don't get shit from it.
we yeah I don't get shit from them, but then I think in my head I'm like he's gonna wear it out on the streets though.
Yeah.
You
Someone's
know,
gonna ask.
and someone will ask him, you know, so I kind of see it like that as well. So like anyway, any way of getting your stuff out there is positive. You know, you gotta just see the positive in it.
Yeah, it's that's what I like. You know, we talk about it too. Don't give it away to like random fucking Joe from the corner.
Nah,
Give it
yeah,
to the
dude.
right people. We always talk about that. Give it to the right people.
Exactly.
It's gonna work itself out. You know.
Yeah.
I've given my stuff to a YouTuber named Eric Khan. He does like YouTube and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
I've seen my stuff on his videos like recurringly. You
Hell
know?
yeah.
And I just like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like you would not think that.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
He does like YouTube and stuff.
You're like,
It's a YouTuber that does YouTube and stuff. You know? But yeah, you would not think. You know what I mean? That,
yeah, it is
that
crazy
one
to
little,
see your
like,
stuff.
Yeah, it's wild. And like you said, bro, it's giving it to the right people, and it's not really. Don't think about it as like, oh damn, I'm giving him a free pair of pants.
Yeah, you can't see it. Like
You know,
that,
it's free
yeah.
promo. Fuck it. You know.
Especially if the person fucks with it, like
Exactly.
then like yeah, if someone doesn't fuck with it and you can tell but they still take it, then you can kind of be like, but like if they really do generally fuck with it, you gotta be like they're about to rock that shit. Fucking and if they post Instagram that shit, like even if they don't tag you, there's gonna be people commenting like, yo, what are those pants? Where are those pants? Like
Facts, bro. Cause like I've had some people like who I've sent pants to like yo like someone saw me wear the pants and they asked me to hit where I got them, so I sent you their info. Like that's happened a lot of times. So like it's marketing right there. Like
Yeah,
they're my walking.
the walking billboard.
Yeah, dude. So yeah.
And your guys' pants are so cool. People are gonna ask, and people love pants right now. Like that's the cool thing. You guys like have that niche that like, yeah, bro. I fucking make clothes, but like, do I realistically make pants all the time? No. But you guys like everybody wants a good pair of jeans right now. You know, and you guys have that. Like, you guys
they
have
can't
that,
go
like,
wrong with those.
You know what I mean?
Bro.
So it's like. Literally, you guys have the gene in a fucking chokehold, bro. Anybody that wants jeans, cool jeans, has to go through you guys.
Thank you, bro.
Not even just, like I really honestly haven't seen the way that you guys have like layered your jeans in a sense. Like I honestly do think it's a dope like style and fit. Like I honestly like it's a signature that I've only seen you guys have for sure. So
Thank you,
you guys
bro.
are like killing it. Like definitely like just seeing the difference from everybody else. You know, you guys stand out in the crowd for sure. Like that's why like that one day at the event, I didn't even know anything about you guys, but he was kind of already in the mix and stuff. But then I pulled up and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's Ten Toes," and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Bro, it
Like
stood out.
yeah,
I
you,
was like,
appreciate
no
that,
way,
bro.
me being like, is that 10 toes? Like, no, that's fucking 10 toes,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even need a fucking banner or anything, bro. Like, you know you're seeing it. Like,
I appreciate
and
that.
like I
bro.
said, first thing I did was went and felt it, and that shit was great quality, and I was hooked.
Hey,
You know, I was like, okay, I'm a fucking customer for life.
I appreciate that, bro. For real. For real.
And then I see you guys, like I said, incorporating more of the ski masks, the beanies. Those were really
Mm-hmm.
cool, and like the hoodies. I see you have one on right now. Is that a sample, or is that something you guys?
Yeah, bro, this was just a sample, you know. Cause at first, like, our main focus is like the pants, you know, and like we have a budget, so if we want to put like our money into what we created, it'd have to be the pants first. But bro, like once we have a bit bigger budget, I want to start going into these. But these were more for personal use, to be
Yeah.
honest, to just have to rep my brand from
Yeah.
a jacket perspective. And yeah, dude, we got to drop these too because a lot of people also like the hoodies. So
Yeah, it's like what I was telling you though. Like, once you kind of drop one, it kind of pay for the other one. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that little bit of an investment, but like you'll make T-shirts, and I know you guys will kill it.
Yeah,
and
bro.
That it'll be a big investment. It'll help you grow that budget. You know.
no, yeah, you were right. When you had told me like even do like a little drop, like 10,
Yeah.
15 of t-shirts, you know,
Not
like
even
hell
a
yeah,
lot.
that's not a high budget. And I was like, because like sometimes like my mind's thinking, oh, I gotta buy bulk, and you get overwhelmed sometimes thinking of all that shit. So
Yeah.
then So then that's how my mind was. But then when you see different perspective and see, okay, 15, you know, I don't have to go through China because you hooked me up with this manufacturer. You know, all that overwhelmness like kind of goes away a little bit because like now you have
Smaller numbers to
yeah,
work
you know.
with.
So it's
Instead of 50 and 100,
exactly.
you got
Yeah.
10
like
and
what
15.
I love to do, bro, is make my shit so limited that it sells out, and then like you kind of like, sorry, bro, you can't get it anymore. You know what I
Don't
mean?
you want to be like have your people like eventually like resell your stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Like literally, if like like you have a limited drop and then people cop it because it's so limited and so exclusive that if they wanted to, they could resell it for double. You know.
I have homies like jokingly like, I'm gonna resell this.
Didn't your
I'm like, no,
skateboard-
resell it.
Didn't you just have some skateboards recently?
Yeah, I had a homie the other day. Him sent me a picture, and he was like, "Oh, I got 2 hoodlum decks." And I was like, "Wait, how did the yellow one over there?" And I dropped out like 6 years ago. I was like, "How do you have those?" I was like, "I don't even have 2 of them. I only have 1." You know? And he's like, "Oh, I bought both of them, like from this homie, and then I bought the other one from the other homie." I was like, well, "What the heck?" Like
That's lit. And I
crazy.
bet if like he sold it and like your loyal hoodlum clients saw that he was selling it for resale price, I'm sure they'd hop on that because that's 6 years ago. It won't ever come out again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, I don't remake stuff ever. You know?
Yeah, that's dope as hell. Yeah,
How do
that's-
you feel about reselling? Because I know B told me a story one time about you guys seeing your stuff at an event and you're like, what the hell, you know?
to be honest, I wasn't really like, what the hell. Everyone else was like, what the hell.
Uh-huh.
All the other team, they were like, yo, what the hell. I honestly felt good.
Mm.
I'm not even allowed. Like I felt like that was a compliment in a way. I'm like, this homie is at a big event, SneakerCon,
Yeah.
and he had it displayed in the front too.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, that low key says something where he's like, usually you would want to put like something that'll sell in the front, you know. That's kind of how I saw it. I'm like, okay, like he thinks this is
Yeah.
one of his best pieces and he wants to sell it. It's a compliment, you know.
Yeah.
At least that's just how I saw it. So
No,
I didn't get
that's-
butthurt or nothing about that.
Heck yeah. So
Yeah.
you're okay with people like if they wanted to resell
Yeah.
an old piece or something?
Yeah, go for it.
That goes crazy. Go ham.
Yeah, that's how I feel, bro. Like if you will definitely want to resell it, do it. And like that's why I do make stuff limited, so you can do it. And like that's why I've been numbering my items recently, so you can do it.
No,
you know
that-
what I mean? So it's
I love that how you number your items, bro. That makes it feel like it makes
It's
you
really
feel
that. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I had people tell me like, "Damn, there's only 50 of these." Yeah, bro. And then they're
You
like,
feel
"Okay,"
special.
know?
You're like, damn,
Yeah.
I'm one of the 50.
Yeah, and stuff like that, you know. So it's cool, bro. And like I was telling you, you don't have to make a lot. You know what I mean? Like make a little bit, make that little run, sell it
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
make a new one. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Same
bro,
thing, and then
facts.
It'll help you grow your money. You know,
Mhm.
it'll help it grow, and then you can make some better quality stuff. Like you were saying, you've been upgrading your quality. You know, like it's those little consistent drops that just make you some money, and then you know.
Facts,
And
bro.
that's that consistency. And you guys are obviously hella consistent with it. But yeah, if you did like even tiny drops, a fucking surprise drop, like on like I feel like that would kill because it's like, oh shit, I gotta get it now, like
No, I'm
Yeah.
feeding all what you guys are saying in because those are little things I want to do, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
those are gems right there.
Yeah,
bro.
this guy does shock drops all the time, and he'll be like, "Fuck, I sold out." Like he'll text me, he's like, "Yo, I just shock dropped and I sold out." I'm
That's
like,
so
there you
lit,
go,
bro.
fam.
That's so lit, bro.
And
Yeah,
it keeps people, like you said, on their toes, you know, on their 10 toes, you know.
Yeah, bro.
They kind of have to buy, you know.
Yeah.
And once they know your shit is limited, they have to buy it because you're not getting it again, bro. I'm not dropping
Yeah.
this pillow again. You know.
That's
like,
facts. How do you feel? Like, are you so strict on never releasing it again? Like, what if someone's like, "Yo, can you please make me this one?" Are
Nah,
you lenient?
should've
You're
bought
like,
it.
nah.
Yeah, you should have bought it, bro.
yeah.
Shit.
It's like
Maybe in 10 years, you know, like for my 10-year anniversary, I'll drop like my hardest pieces.
an OG
But,
classic.
yeah.
You don't see it as like oh, okay, damn, I don't get this. You could have had a sell right now.
I do, but then like also
You got to stick to your.
They'll come back
Oh, yeah.
if they
They'll
really
come back.
want it.
That's
They'll
what I
come
think
back.
too. I'm like, they'll come back, but sometimes you think of
they'll
that.
sleep next time.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like a them thing. You're already working as hard as
Uh-huh.
possible. So it's like, how long did you wait for those 50 pillows? Like 6 months?
Literally.
6 months.
Uh-huh.
So he had that already planned ahead. So like imagine trying to even order one. Like,
Yeah.
so
And not only
facts.
that, see, think about it like this. You were a young kid around the same time as me. You always wanted a Supreme Box logo, I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
sure, you know?
Facts.
You tried every time that they dropped one. And did you get one? Probably not. And what did you do the next time they dropped one? You're on the fucking website,
Yeah.
you know?
refreshing
So
that
it's like
shit.
you make your fans fiends, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they couldn't get the last 10 toes hoodie, they're gonna want the next one because he missed out on the last one. And my homie has it and he wears it all the time and he fucking says the quality is amazing, but I don't have it. But I want the next one for sure, you know?
Facts, bro.
You kinda
Like
make
they're
them
gonna
feel-
like if they wanted it, they're gonna come back for the next
Bro.
one, right? I don't know why my mind sometimes plays tricks. I'm like, nah, if I can't provide them this one, then they won't want my next one.
No, but not only that, if they wanted it, they would have bought that. You know what I mean? Like some people, like trust me, bro. There are homies that like I drop something and they're like, oh, early, let me know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and don't don't please people. You're doing this for yourself, you know. Do it so it makes you happy. Because once you start pleasing people, you lose the joy out of it for yourself, you know.
Facts, bro.
Then your passion gets taken away because you're just doing it for other people.
Facts, bro.
and not only that, like you always want to move on and just like make cooler shit. You know,
Mhm.
like what was cool last year is not cool this year.
Mhm.
You know, so it's like, yeah, maybe I could remake that same shirt I made 6 years ago, but like.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah, it's just a nostalgia piece at that point. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Facts, bro.
might as well make something cooler.
And trends are just changing constantly. Where it's like, you know, this might not hit again. Like,
Mhm.
And I always say like I don't make T-shirts and all that consistently like every drop because like I would rather invest that money into something else, you know.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, you make pants because that's what making your bread, you know. But if you were to take a little bit of that to make a T-shirt or something, you'll see maybe that works better than pants, or maybe you know what I mean. Like
Facts.
those people that don't buy pants might buy the shirt.
That's exactly
You know?
what I was thinking, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's like I wanted to build my catalog and stuff.
Yep. You want to have like a tree
Uh-huh.
and you want many branches on it, you know?
Yeah.
But everyone feeds off your tree trunk, you feel me? So it's like it went from the pants and it branched out to whatever you want to create.
Yeah, and it goes to like what also they can afford at the time. You know,
Yeah.
maybe they can't drop $100 on pants, but I got a $30
$10
T-shirt right there,
Yeah.
or a 10 exactly, and then they're like, buy that. So exactly, bro. Like 2024, like I'm really trying to like, yeah, like grow as like a clothing.
you'd be
brand, bro.
surprised, bro. Then $20 items for me be selling.
Yeah.
Really, hell
Like,
yeah, bro.
Anything from $10 to $20, bro.
It's because people want to, not just they don't want, like, even if they don't want it, like, a lot of people want to support.
Mhm.
So it's like 10, $20, like,
It's not.
isn't the worst, you feel me?
It's an easy buy-in.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how I haven't hopped on that yet. I really don't know. It's just it's so
Well, it's
tunnel
really making
vision
some
on.
good stuff.
No, bro, yeah, your shit's like
There's
up
nothing-
here
yeah.
and you're focused and you're like,
Yeah.
is killing it up here. So it's like, you
Don't even
know,
worry about all the other
taking
stuff.
away attention, yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
No,
and, like,
Thank
like,
you.
That's why we're here, though. Like all of us together as a creative, so we can talk about this shit. And let's say, yo, bro, I do want to make a 10 toes rolling tray.
Uh-huh.
Let me make it for you. Then.
Hell
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
bro.
Let me design it. Let me make it for you. You focus on your shit. We'll come together. I'll show you a few designs. You don't like them, whatever. You do like them, we'll run it. You know what I mean?
Hell
Like,
yeah, bro.
that's why we're all here together, bro, to help each other. Like I understand you're fucking busy and shit, you know, but like that's why we help each other, bro. You know,
Yeah,
at the end of the
definitely.
day, like
I
we're all
appreciate
here
that,
for each
brother.
other. You know?
Yeah, I send him my designs all the time. He sends me designs and we're always coming back and forth. What do you think
Always,
about
bro.
this? What do you think about that?
He sent me a hoodie and I was like, bro, you shit, that's hard, but if you embroider
It'd be
certain
better.
thing,
Uh-huh.
it'd be way better. And
Yeah.
he was like, oh my god, and then now
Yeah,
toughest
literally.
hoodie, you know, like I've never seen type shit. You know?
I love that, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, like that's what like we're here for, and
Yeah.
I told you, bro, I'm always gonna help whatever you guys need. You know, like we're definitely here
I
for it.
appreciate that.
Yes,
guys,
sir.
For real, for real.
What is one of like the biggest struggles you think you face? Like,
Shit. As a clothing brand?
yeah,
Even as a creator. Like, because, like, mine is procrastination. I
Oh.
procrastinate a lot. So, like, you as a creator and as a clothing brand.
Yeah, I would also say that's also one of mine too. Is procrastination. It's like, yeah, dude. I don't know why sometimes it's like you know you have to do something, but it's like you don't. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but like
Yeah.
sometimes so then you put other priorities because like I got other things to do too. So you put all those other priorities first, and then you forget that you have to do that one thing. So then one of my biggest struggles is staying organized. I'd say is like being just so everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
like I feel like
spread
you
yourself so
know, as a
thin.
clothing brand owner, you got to worry
Yeah.
about manufacturer, shipping, content, comment, like literally a little bit of everything.
Moving
you know,
1,000
like,
miles a minute.
yeah, bro. So I feel like as a clothing brand owner, or even just as a business owner, you need to be organized, and that was one of my biggest struggles. It still somewhat is, but I'm becoming more organized and checking off the checklist, you know, and putting what I need to do first, you know. Because like sometimes you want to do what's more exciting at first, or what gives you more of that dopamine first. And sometimes that's what I would do. I'd do like sometimes I need to make this order for this client, but I over here be working on a prototype because the prototype is more exciting
Yeah.
because it's something new,
Yeah.
you
that
know.
makes
But
sense.
I think it's just being more organized and putting your priorities first, you know. And I think that was my biggest struggle is like organization, leaving things off till last minute, or like. Yeah, shit like that, bro. Or like sometimes like it would hit, my alarm would go off. It'd say post on Instagram at 4 o'clock, and I would literally be like, "Nah, I'll post later," and like turn that shit off, and then it hit like 9 o'clock, and it's like already a bad time to post, you know. So
Yeah.
like it's just shit like that, you know. It's
Yeah.
kind of just making it a habit of being fucking consistent.
Fire. Speaking of like just being better and stuff, what are your goals for this year as a brand and for yourself as a creator? And because you consider yourself somewhat of somewhat as of an influencer, like from what I've been getting and stuff. So like, what are goals as like you as an influencer, you as a brand owner, and as a brand?
As an influencer, one of my goals is to definitely just keep making content. Honestly, bro, I want to stay consistent because I know I've seen a lot of content creators like have a good momentum and everything, and then kind of like just fall off or like take a break, you know. And those breaks can be pretty
take a
big.
toll,
They can
yeah.
take a toll. I've seen, bro. So like, that's one of my goals as a influencer is to like keep making content. I want to start also making like day of the life, behind the scenes, you know, things that I'm not usually comfortable with, bro. Like I don't like talking on camera.
Thank you for
Fuck
doing
that
this,
shit.
then.
Like I really don't. Or like fucking like the voiceovers. I know those are popping right now. I know content creators are making voiceovers where they're using their voice, you know.
Yeah.
And like I'm not comfortable with shit like that. But as an influencer, I think I gotta get out of my comfort zone. So that's one of my goals for sure.
Hell
I
yeah,
feel like
bro.
you've been killing it though, bro.
Yeah, you got this.
On here, like,
On,
I think we're
on
about to
You're
meet another
natural,
co-host,
yeah.
bro. You're about to meet a
You're
big
hella
co-host.
natural at this shit, yeah.
Killing it.
I mean, it's not that I've never been like bad at talking. It's just I just kind of just
You prefer
don't.
not to.
You prefer not to.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like I've always wanted to. It's
Yeah.
weird,
Yeah.
you know. It's like
Yeah.
I've never did, but I've always low key wanted. Like I said, I admire people like you guys that like are outgoing and stuff. Especially like my homie Nelson, bro. He's so outgoing. That homie can make friends with anyone. I remember back then, like we'd go to a carnival or something, and I'd say go make friends with people in the front so we can cut in them, and he'd just go and make friends. You know, he's just so social. And I remember I always looked up to him like that. So yeah, this is dope, bro. This is
That's
dope.
fire. Thank you, man, for that too as well.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, you're killing it, bro. You're a natural at that shit.
Thank you,
you're
bro.
literally- I think you can do it, bro. I feel like you shouldn't be like scared. You should do it. You can do it for sure.
And then just goals for your brand, like
For the brand is definitely like, being more organized on the drops, bro. I want to have like a literal catalog and stick to that catalog and leave everything else out, you know, because a lot of the times I have my designs picked what I want to drop, and then like I don't know why I think of new shit, and I think it's it's too much, bro. I gotta like stick to this drop and then release it and then move on to the next and kind of work off
So
that drop.
That happens to me, but the way I organize it is monthly.
Monthly.
yeah,
So like just organize it by month. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so this month I'm gonna drop this jacket and these pants, and then the next month I'm gonna drop the hoodie and the pants or
Uh-huh.
whatever, and then the next month I'm gonna do some socks or whatever, you know. So then that way, yeah, you have all of these shit that you're dropping the whole year, but you are organized monthly. You know, it's like
Yeah.
every month I'm dropping, and then you can, if you want to do weekly drops in a month, you can drop. You know, you can do a little breakdown every month into weeks, so now you're having a weekly.
like
monthly
every 2
drop,
weeks
you
or
know?
something. Yeah,
So I think that's I don't know that's how I do it. I don't know.
No, that's
how
some.
you do it.
I want to start doing something like that for real. Just being, yeah, like sticking to that drop too, and like
I was
yeah,
just
for that.
sick of people telling me like, when are you dropping? And I'm like, I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
like
That's the problem too. I never have like a set date, bro. Like I'm
Yeah.
always so like I don't know it's gonna be around that time, and then
that's
I
like-
just need to stick to the plan.
Yeah.
It's hard though for you because like you're making everything by hand.
yeah,
For me, I'm like, yo, screen print this for me, please, and then
Mhm.
they do, and then I'm
yeah.
like,
Your time
"Thanks,"
process
you
is
know?
different.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
harder for you, you know, but definitely, I think if you do just like kind of find like a good consistent schedule, you can.
I think a month, if you pick like the third week maybe of a month,
Every
I
month.
think you have the first, like, I don't know how your time like works and stuff, but like this is just like a idea to throw out, but like your first 2 weeks could be like just grinding obviously and then getting content and everything. The second week posting the content leading up to the third week of your drop, where it's like even if your drop's on the weekend on a Friday or Saturday, you still have the whole week to keep posting anyways.
Okay.
And it's like, and like he said, I was just talking to him too. Like I heard someone else say, like fashion time moves so much different from regular time, where it's like, yeah, it's from month to month. But if you plan from month to month, all that little time in between is easier to handle because it's like, oh, by this time of this month, this has to be ready. So you have all this other time to like kind of prepare for that.
Yeah, I like that.
It helps you too because then you can also move stuff around. Like, oh shit, actually, let's put this here, let's put that there.
Yeah.
And for me, it's helped when I started doing that a couple years ago because now I look back and I'm like,
oh shit, every year around May is when I drop shorts. So now I know around that time is a good time to drop shorts because I did it last time and they sold out around that time. So now it's like, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of always look back too, like, okay, I dropped t-shirts around this time. Let me re-drop them because like I drop t-shirts once a year, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe twice a year. You know, like I'm dropping one t-shirt a year just because, like I said, I want to make my fans fiends, bro. I wanna,
Yeah.
one
Like
day
when the teacher comes, they gotta
they
get
have
on
to
it.
buy,
Yeah.
bro, because I haven't got a hoodlum shirt since last year. You know, like fuck,
I
last
like
hoodlum
that,
shirt
bro.
I got was a year.
I don't
ago.
know how you can be so patient.
Bro, he was just talking about it. He was like, "Oh, I have this shit so planned out that like I get bored of my own stuff," and he's like, "I don't even want to drop it because it's like I've already."
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, not that you get bored of it, but I think that's why I move on to new products all the time. Is because I feel that kind of like that bored. Like I don't want to repost this
Yeah, but
one.
once you drop them,
Then-
awesome. I
yeah,
don't
Yeah.
have the skateboards been sitting in here for goddamn a year, bro.
And
You know, I've been
yeah,
skating
then-
on them. Ask the homie Luis, he's had it for fucking year. I'm not even lying to you, bro. And like, now I'm dropping them, I'm excited. I'm like, bro, people haven't even seen them yet. Like, at the
That's
event
dope.
this last weekend, people were buying them. And like, seeing kids walk around with them. Because I don't have bags for skateboards. Just seeing them walk around with them, like, I was like, that's so sick. It was like, yeah. It was
Hell
awesome.
yeah, bro.
So like, yeah, once you drop it though, that it comes back. That like adrenaline is like, oh fuck, you know? Like,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
dropping.
I like that, bro. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, so just plan it out, and like
Uh-huh.
once it gets to it, you'll be happy. You'll like, fuck, thank God, you know.
For
And
sure.
it gives you all this time to make content. You know,
Uh-huh.
like you already know I'm dropping decks in March. Let
Uh-huh.
me promote. I have a video for the decks made when I got them a year ago.
Uh-huh.
So I've had that video in the vault for a year, and it's gonna drop.
What do you guys do with your like content on your phones and stuff? Are you guys pretty organized with all that?
Nah, my shit's
Not
all
me,
crazy.
no.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's all
good. I
crazy.
thought I was the only one, bro. Cause
No.
holy
I got my
shit,
scroll
dude,
10
it's
months to go find
overwhelming,
something.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm the one. I get overwhelmed. Like sometimes, like
videos and everything, especially like now with the podcast too on my
oh
phone.
my god,
And then,
I
like,
bet, bro.
Yeah, and then like everyone usually asks me for photos, so I'll photograph everybody
Yeah.
too. And I suck at deleting pictures. Yeah, so then it's like pictures of everybody else, pictures of me, and then videos of the podcast, videos of this. but
Time
it's like-
And
consuming,
clips,
Yeah.
too. We'll be making all the clips, so it helps
Yeah.
clip it out and edit them and all that. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot.
No, it's a whole
Yeah.
content creating is also a whole.
That shit's
job,
another
bro.
thing. Yeah, that's what people don't realize is like being an influencer and then trying to do a clothing brand is like fucking battle because you got to influence 24/7, and then the clothing brand's like at least every 48 hours you have to have 4 pants done in 48 hours at least.
I don't like like it's a literal job, bro. Like influencers or content creating, like because like you want new shit, you want new stuff, new settings and stuff. So like it takes time. It takes.
Have you seen the homies Yak stuff? Yako, I don't know what his thing's in there. I'm gonna have to show you after. But if you haven't seen his stuff, we'll show you his reels. He's a homie from Seattle, and he lives out here now. He's got his own clothing brand and everything too. But he does like the whole like fashion transitions and everything. He
Oh, really?
kills that shit.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he's blowing up. But like,
Bro, if you guys send them a pair of pants, y'all get hella followers.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, bro. See, those are the people. Those are the type of influence I want to hit. Because there's those influencers, and then there's like rapper influencers and all that. But another goal of this year is to hit fashion influencers. Those little influence where they're getting hauls of
Yeah.
fucking brands,
and that's
their
this guy.
Yeah, like, dude, I wish because I want to go a different route, but I remember that was one of my
Big things. you
I
wanna
wanted because I just love clothes, so
Yeah.
I wanted the hauls of clothes, bro.
It's still
So-
possible,
do. That's
fam.
why I'm on the pod, bro. Send me some goddamn socks, please.
For real, bro, that'd be so lit. Just like coming home and just box of brand new fresh clothes.
Yeah,
I love clothes like
But
that.
you're doing that to other people now. People
Yeah.
come home and they come home to 10 those pieces.
But yeah, I gotta.
Fuck, bro,
I'm
you
trying to send those people. But like I heard like those real influencers. I gotta
pay them.
pay them.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I was
some of
talking to
them,
my
yeah.
agents, my ads agency, and they have some connections to influencers. But yeah, you gotta like give them a whole proposal. You gotta like you get this amount. Sometimes they even get a percentage of the sale. And then they use their promo
for every
code.
click on the
For
website
every
from their
click,
link. Yeah,
So they're all like they're running their business too.
Yeah.
So these content creators,
everybody's hustling here.
everyone
Yeah,
hustling. Like it'd be cool if I could just send them free stuff and then they post a reel and stuff.
It's not that easy.
It's not really that easy. If you want a real influencer, you gotta pay them.
Yeah.
They're also like
and then it's also like, is that investment really worth it? Because it's like that TikTok might not hit.
exactly, bro. Like always, those things are always gambles. Like because like yeah, exactly. It could hit and it could not.
Yeah.
But
What is like some advice that you would share, or like free game that you would share to anybody? And
Trying to create a brand or just even be an influencer or anything like that.
I know you've already gave a lot. Think of one. What would
Like your biggest thing, yeah, something that you've kept in mind and heart the whole time.
I don't know, like for real, bro. Like I think just like you can do anything on this bitch. So if you can just get to editing and get to iPhone, get to like and like invest in like a camera too. Cause like iPhone's good too, but if you can invest in a camera, better quality, that
Yeah.
also makes your things pop. Cause I remember I was taking my photos of my pants with my phone, and then I got a camera, bro. Like holy shit, there's
Completely
levels to
different.
this shit,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there's also even better quality than my camera.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm sure those are the cameras that these better brands are using, you know. So there's levels to this shit. So I say like content creating, editing, get down your editing, your videos, you know, and if you can just be consistent with that and get on TikTok and Instagram and shit, you'll start to get fans type shit. You'll start to get people that fuck with you.
Start
And,
building a community.
Yeah, start building a community, and I think that anyone can do that, you know, because like that's why I want to start getting on the mic as well, on like start sharing my personality, because a lot of people like to connect
Yeah.
with the owner, you know. So if you can get on social media and just be yourself, be funny, or anything, bro, there's gonna be people out there that are gonna fuck with you, and then if you start a brand after that, they're gonna be, oh, I'm gonna buy from him because he's already dope.
Yeah. Especially when you're genuine. Like,
Yeah.
you know, people are like either faking the funk or like they're actually, you know, who
Facts,
they are and
bro.
who they say.
And people know, bro. Like some people are like are naive, but some people know when you're being fake and shit. So like I think it's good to be fucking true, bro, because like, people be noticing.
They can read you,
know?
yeah.
People be noticing.
You can tell for sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, my boy, thank you so much,
Yeah.
man. Thank
Of
you
course,
so much.
bro.
I feel like we gone through a lot, you know.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to know more, definitely go shout out or definitely go follow Ten Toes.
Do you have a personal as well?
Yeah, I have a personal. It's J_Valdezan.
All right. We'll
follow
post those
him on
up also.
Yeah, if you guys want to know more about his brand and everything, go hit him up. He kills it. Everything he does is fucking amazing. I'm excited, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Like
Of course,
it's definitely, we thank you. Like we're grateful for you coming on and giving us your time
Yeah,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
and just speaking about your experience. It's dope.
This was a good first guest episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you set the tone for the rest of the guests. If they don't come correct like Jay, bro, I don't know, man.
You set the
Definitely
tone.
set the tone, bro. Thank you so
Nah, I
much.
appreciate you guys. I'm equally as grateful, like, on God. Like, fuck, I was excited to come here because, like, yeah, you guys gave me an opportunity to finally get out of my comfort zone and, like, talk. Dude, I've never done an interview or anything like this.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah, bro, like, whoever's on this seat next is lucky, bro, so.
Thank you for feeling that way,
Like,
man.
what you
Yeah.
got going on is fucking badass, bro. This whole setup, your guys' brands.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
Nah, for real, you guys are inspiring, so thank you.
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in to
Yes,
episode
sir,
18 of
skis.
the Word on the Street podcast. You
MBG
already know.
gang.
Yo, if you made it this far, comment MBG. And thanks, Jay, for coming on.